Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the Meletrix Zoom64 Met Kit. This was sent out for review, but it'll not change my thoughts or opinions on this video. So first off, what's included, I'm not going to show you everything because there's a ton, but there's a carrying case, and inside the carrying case you'll get stuff like a cable, screwdriver, and stuff for extra mounting styles, and also like extra cables for inside the keyboard. In terms of configs available, this does come in tri-mode flex cut PCB and then a tri-mode non-flex cut PCB. Plate options are PC, palm, FR4, aluminum, and I personally have a carbon fiber plate in mind, but I don't see it available on the website. I'm not sure why. And then in terms of the foams, you can get standard foam, pour-on foam, which is what I have, and then cork foam. So my config is mist blue, tri-mode non-flex cut PCB, carbon fiber plate, and pour-on foam. There are so many colors and finishes this keyboard isn't available in. I would recommend just checking out the website. There are some amazing looking ones, but let's get into the specs of this keyboard. So it is wired, wireless, and Bluetooth. I mainly use it on wired, but I did try out on Bluetooth, and this is the wireless dongle. I'm not a huge fan of it because you have to have it connected to your USB like you would have a mouse. I much rather a 2.4 gigahertz USB dongle, but it's not really the end of the world. In terms of other specs, it does support 1000 hertz polling. It is VIA compatible and hot swap for mechanical switches. In terms of the case, I'll show you a clip of it. You have a really nice RGB bottom with a really nice back. You have a center USB port, which, by the way, the center USB port may scratch your cable. It is a little tight. And then you have ball catch, so it's a nice, easy, accessible modding case. In terms of the stabilizers, screw-in stabilizers, and they're okay. They're a little annoying to install, but they're pretty solid. In terms of the knob, so the knob, this is my favorite implementation of a knob ever. I always loved having knobs on mechanical keyboards, and this is just a great bonus, great implementation. In terms of mounting styles, there is a O-ring and gel mount. The gel mount is more stiff, while the O-ring does have a little bit of flex depending on how you put it in. I've been using the O-ring mostly. In terms of the RGB, so the RGB on the bottom of the case, like I showed in clip before, it is really good. It's really nice. I'm a big fan. And in terms of the RGB on top, so because of the specific keycaps and switches I'm using, you can barely see it when it's on the highest brightness. So if you want RGB, you might want to make sure your switches have a diffuser and your keycaps are good for getting RGB through. But in terms of the software, so as I said, it is VIA compatible, but they do also have their own software, which is what I use. I'll just show you a clip of it. It's a decent software. I had no issues with it. In terms of, is this good for gaming? So this keyboard is fine for gaming. If you're a competitive gamer, I would definitely still recommend using a rapid trigger keyboard. But at the end of the day, I had no issues gaming with it on a mechanical keyboard when it was wired or wireless. In terms of the price, it does come in at $150 before shipping, which I think this is a really solid price for this kit because these kits used to come in at around like $190 like 2 years ago. This is also much better than something like a Neo 65, and it is not that much more. In terms of the sound profile, I did try it with minimal foam and full foam. I think this keyboard is better with a more foam build because it sounded a bit hollow with less foam. So if you like foamless builds, I'd recommend maybe looking for something else. But if you don't mind a more deeper foamy build, this is great. Overall, do I recommend this? So if you're looking for a 60% or 65% with arrow keys mechanical keyboard, this is a really well-built, solid option. It offers a center USB port, it offers a knob, a ball catch case, a really nice backweight, nice RGB. Overall, it just offers a really nice amount of features, and it comes in premium packaging, premium case. It's just a solid keyboard, which I can recommend, especially with all the amazing colors. And that's pretty much it. I'll leave it off with the sound test.